so my story is not really wild. But looking back on my life so far, now that I'm sober and have a program and the 12 steps and God, I don't feel so much alone. Life is on the upward path. So anyways, I grew up in a Christian home in a small town. And then my community was even smaller. I went to church, and the same people that went to church went to this Christian school I went to. And I think there was at max 3 people in my grade at all times. And so I didn't feel very included in that community. I always felt like an outsider. And so, I wasn't feeling right in my body. When I was in some sexual abuse happened from a babysitter that added to that. And so anyways, in high school, I went in knowing one person, and then that person just took her own path, which is cool, but then left me being shy and I guess open to, anyways, I don't know. And so I started drinking in high school, but it didn't, it was only on the weekends. And I always drank more than I should. But it was getting more and more. And then I think in the rooms or in the program, there's something called a geographical switch, and I think, or a move, cure. And that started when I was like 21, and I should have realized, or not, I shouldn't have realized, there's no way. But so I decided to move to Calgary. I moved to Calgary, when I was 21. The drinking was just like what it was before. But then as I got to know people, played sports and stuff, and went camping and did all that stuff, I drank a lot more, and I was drinking on weekdays, and I was making decisions I wouldn't make otherwise. I would like sometimes like my friends would be like, I don't even know how you got home. Like, I don't know why you're alive. And anyways, so then I got married. I met my husband. I got married, and we like to drink wine and eat, and so we drank a lot of wine together. So, but anyways, life progressed, and I got pregnant with my first child. And so I don't know. I was a smoker then too. And as soon as I found I was pregnant, I quit smoking and quit drinking. And I did that for 2 years, pregnancy and then breastfeeding, no problem. And then, dove into drinking a little bit more. And then we decided to have a second child. Our second child was stillbirth. Like, he was born 8 months, and he wasn't, it was stillbirth. And I think, like, looking at it now, that it's just a lot of excuses to drink. But me and my husband at the time, we grieved differently, and I was very, I was in self-pity, and I felt like no one was supporting me, and I was making some other bad decisions in that time that led to some marriage problems. And so then we decided to sell our house in Airdrie and move to the other side of Calgary, thinking that would fix things, new location. So that didn't fix things anyways, at all either. And then I thought, oh, the problem is I'm not near family. I think that's the problem. So I need to move back to Ottawa and area. So my husband at the time got laid off, and so it was kind of a perfect time to move back. Anyway, so you know how it is. The problems follow you because I was the problem. And so we moved back here and ended up, we separated. And so then, yeah, so we have a child. And so it's like 50-50. And then so it was a lot more time on my off weeks to drink. And then COVID hit. And then I was like, oh, and then I was doing shift work with, I was in healthcare at the time. So I don't know, day drinking. I was like, just like drinking a lot more than ever before. And then I was just, and you spoke on that, the resentments. I was sitting there just dwelling on stuff and drinking and feeling sorry for myself. It was just a pity party. It was so sad. And that, well, I mean, anyways, so where am I going with this? Okay, so whatever. Fast forward, things. So, and I got into relationships I shouldn't have gotten into, and then my drinking got so bad that that was all I was thinking about. I would go to work sober, but I would be hungover, and I would look at the clock and wanting it to be 3 o'clock so I could just towards the end, the last 2 years of my career of drinking, I would drink every day. The thing is, I didn't think it was a huge problem because I was still working, and then my daughter was still like, I don't know, I thought everything was fine, but obviously I wasn't present and stuff. So what ended up happening one Canada Day, I went to my sister's block party, and I was really intoxicated, and my sister thought I was drinking and driving with my daughter. I wasn't, but anyways, it started an intervention. My siblings, my brother called me from Hamilton and said, Erika, I think you have a problem. I think you need help. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I'm just gonna. He's like, no, I think you need help. Like, you need to go to rehab. And I was like, no, I'm gonna I even called the rehab place that they picked for me and said, like, try to talk to the counselor there, try to talk her into me doing like outpatient programming. And she's like, I don't know if that would work for you. Yeah. So anyways, it went very quick. 3 days later, I was in rehab, Newgate. And 3 days, and then I guess another 3 days, I realized I had a problem and I was an alcoholic. And rehab for me, it broke the cycle. I learned a lot about myself. I grieved my son's passing for the first time sober in rehab, which was incredible. It was incredible. And then so I left rehab, and AA came and did a meeting there, and so then I knew a little bit about AA, and I got out and got a sponsor and started working the steps. I just really can't believe how happy and how fulfilled I am in my sober life, how I can do things not drinking. Like, I would be like already 3 glasses of wine in, usually, if I had to talk up here. Not 3, probably more, but it's a bottle. Yeah. But I can't believe it. It's just wonderful things that have happened in my life and that are continuing happening. I made amends with my daughter, and I feel like she's 15. And if I was drinking, it would be disaster. And so I'm really, to steal your words, I'm really happy to be sober. Really happy for you guys, the fellowship, and I'm really excited for the next chapter. That's it.